Characteristics of radio news. Immediacy. The element of immediacy plays a cardinal role in the virtue of news, as people are interested in the recent events and happening in their local communities, state, nation, and also all around the world. Radio provides news to the listeners on an immediate basis. It gives information as to when an event occurs. People tune into their radio news station to listen to updates. The news broadcast is simple, short, and concentrates more on the facts. A radio station in the USA had a famous quote, as its punchline is, "You can watch it tonight. You can read it tomorrow, but you can hear it now on the radio station." The quote simply stresses the instantaneous of the radio news and comparing it with another medium like television and print media. The radio live shows are the best example of its immediacy and covering all types of news, whether political, social, national or international. Making pictures. The radio is a sightless medium. The listeners listens to the broadcaster over the radio and imagines visuals in their mind. Imagery is the most powerful tool of radio, which helps stimulates the imagination. The content of radio news can be hard news or soft news. The hard news covers the topics which need instant reporting of the events like crime, political, war or economic stories. The hard news has the element of immediacy in it, whereas the soft news contains the stories which are not immediate and are featured stories. Soft news also contains the articles of human interest, and it can be any background story too, like arts, lifestyle, entertainment story, or soft in nature. The nature of the story stimulates that particular images in the mind of the readers. The images in the radio perceived by the listeners do not depend on any size. It can be of any size the listener wishes for. Personal medium. Radio has a personal touch for its audience. It is called a personal medium as the speaks in a conversational and one-to-one manner. The radio perceives the audience as singular. When the broadcaster broadcasts the news on the radio, he keeps in mind the essentiality of personal touch is important. So he does not broadcast for the masses but individuals. This type of broadcast is achieved by giving importance to every emotion ranging from the laughter, anger, pain and compassion. The listener can perceive the message as well as the way message is said hold importance than what is being said. Local medium. The community radio is a service in the local area for the people of the community. It informs the people of the latest happenings in their community in the languages and formats that the people of the community are comfortable with. The community people also get useful information and tips about their local profession. For example, we can say here, sharing of information to the local farmers about the crops, seeds, soils and weather information. The broadcast language of the community radio is the local language spoken by the people, which helps in better understanding among the people. Low cost medium. The biggest advantage of radio news is that the radio sets are available to the common people at affordable prices, through which the news reaches the common people at the low cost. With the advancement of technology, made the radio production and transmission at minimum possible rates. The radio holds the edge by reaching it to illiterates. Literacy is not a prerequisite for listening radio. The popularity of radio increases in less economical regions and developing societies. The illiterate people show an inclination towards radio as it passes the hurdle of illiteracy. The news and relevant information reach the nook and corner with the lowest possible cost. Writing for the print media. Newspapers are the schoolmasters of the common people. The endless book, The Newspaper is Our National Glory, by the Henry Ward Beecher. So we can say here that news in the newspapers departmentalizes the information which identifies with the nature of news. The newspaper front page gives a brief insight and reserve it for the important stories which the editor feels most important and significant for the day. Newspapers have developed several new approaches to the news to satisfy the specialized interest of the readers. The special editions and dedicated supplements on the education, sports, entertainment, lifestyle and matrimonial are developed by the newspapers. The newspapers put constant efforts to hold its readers with innovations and creativity. The information, data and facts are gathered by the reporters on the current events, contemporary issues and about people. News writing, like all other writing, is structured, organized and written in a specified style. The story has a lead, body and conclusion. It is written in an inverted pyramid format, and we know that the inverted pyramid story consists of a summary lead in which the important facts are covered in the first paragraph, followed by the details in descending order of interest or importance. The newsroom has a basic guide for news which is called a style book. This book entails rules on styles and newsroom practices. The story is written keeping all the important parameters in their mind. The main motive of the newspaper is to inform the public, present the news of an important event and update the new trends through which the reading public will be more informed and educated when they have finished their reading than when they picked up. To inform, a news story must be written understandably, accurately and organized in a manner so that its meaning and readily apparent. The copy flows to the editor's desk from the several directions. Editors makes a decision about how the copy is to be handled and which one to select and which to be rejected. Thus, the story is gathered, reported, written, selected and published in the newspaper.